Hi there, happy Valentine's Day. So today I just wanted to do a video where I tell you that I love you bunches. And what better way than to do our makeup together and have a good time. So come along and join me for a non-traditional Valentine's Day look. You know, Valentine's Day is all about red and pink and hearts and flowers, and that's all wonderful. But sometimes you just don't feel like wearing red. It takes a lot of energy to wear red, and I wear red a lot professionally. It's like the color they always seem to put me in. But I find that sometimes for something romantic, you want a little softer, a little gentler, a little more touchable. Though I may throw hair extensions in because, you know, it doesn't have to all be touchable. We'll see. But for now, let's get the hair out of the way. And that always looks terrible, so let me do this. Oh, and there. By the way, I got these on Amazon. I got a 4-pack of them so that I can always have a nice, fresh, clean hairband. They were like 10 bucks for 4. I will drop a link down below. So I have my skin prepped, hydrated. First thing you always want to make sure you do when you're doing your makeup, primer doesn't matter so much, moisturize. First thing a professional makeup artist does when I'm on set is put moisturizer on my face. So I have moisturized, and you want to give it about 10 minutes to soak in. New foundation that I'm using, it's from Nars. I'm using Nars Light Reflecting Foundation, and this showed up for free right in the nick of time, because I have to tell you, I have not been wearing makeup because I hate all of my foundations. Walk and talk, Monique. I'm using a stainless steel palette that I like to work from. You can use the back of your hand or whatever. There really is no perfect method. If it works for you, it's right. So I just like to put some on a palette and then dip into it, but to each his own. The brush that I'm using today is the Magic Foundation brush from Jacqueline Kalab. I've had it for years, and I broke it out recently and started playing with it. I have been hating all of my foundations, and this is good for your skin. It has ingredients that actually help your skin while making it look fabulous. The shade that I am using is Valorous, V-A-L-L-A-U-R-I-S. So you can see it's just barely anything. And that is exactly what I have been looking for in a foundation. Something that just looks like skin, but a little better. Usually I apply foundation with a soft blend concealer brush because I like how small it is to be able to do small amounts at a time. But because this foundation is so sheer, I can stroke it on with a heavier brush. I don't have to worry about thinning it out with the brush so much because it is going on very sheer as it is. And yet it's still buildable. Going to use some Nars concealer because, as usual, I have broken capillaries around the nose and dark circles under the eyes. Boy, allergies have been going bonkers lately. I blame the coyote bush that we have running all along our driveway. It has these beautiful bright yellow flowers. I mean, they're tiny. They're like this big, but it's in massive full bloom, and we are sneezing our heads off lately. So along with dark circles comes, or along with allergies, comes dark circles. Let's see, I'm going to use a Nars Canal. This is a light 2.75. See if that covers my under eye circles. I may need to go a little bit lighter, but this will certainly be good around the broken capillaries. Brush that on, feather it out. Feather it out more. A little pimple there. I broke out my NuFace device and have been using that again, and I'm seeing a difference in the tightening here. Really enjoy it, but every time I use any sort of device, it always seems to activate acne, so I have to be a little cautious with it. I can use it like 3 days in a row, and then I gotta do a day off, and then 3 days in a row and do a day off. Now for powder, I'm going to use it for the very first time. Nars sent me this. It is their translucent crystal light reflecting setting powder, and it's a pressed powder. It comes with a little puff, but I'm not gonna use that puff. I'm gonna just use a brush. That's nice. It's not too matte. Feels like it really allows my skin to show. Yay, liking this. Okay. More Nars. I know I'm using a lot of Nars products because they send them to me for free. But when you're following along at home, just use whatever product you have that you feel is comparable. A fairly sheer foundation, a nice translucent powder. You know, use whatever you have, or run out and buy all these same products. It's all the same to me. Okay, so this is Nars, and it is their full dimension palette. I like the fact that their contour is very light, because I am also rather light. So just a little bit. A little up in here. See, and this is why I like to have a package of these so that I can keep throwing these in the wash, because every time I run my brush up against it, it gets dirty. It's a little bit of makeup on it. And I love being able to just throw them into the washing machine. I'm gonna skip this blush because I have new blush that I want to try. New blush from Nars. This is their Afterglow cheek palette, which I have not tried yet, but I like, every once in a while I want a really orangey red, so that's kind of fun for that. But this one's nice because it's just almost nothing. This has a little shimmer, so this has a highlight, this has a shimmer, this is, and these three are all matte. So a really fun little colored palette. I'll let you take a good close look at it there. I'm going to try this at first, which is almost nothing. Lots of times on set, the makeup artist will use blushes on me that barely have any color at all. And it's a really nice effect. And yet, when I'm at home, I reach for bright, bold colors. Oh, that's nice. That's very subtle. Okay, very pleased with that. Let's try some of this highlight. Got a little pink to it, very pretty. Ooh, it's bold. Swipe that down. That is a bold highlighter. You want highlight, that's gonna give you some highlight. it down a little. Okay, not so much. Tonight we will be doing my usual streaming show. Howard and I are not doing anything unusual for Valentine's Day because we feel that Valentine's Day is every day in our world. We are going to go out to dinner on Thursday night. We were going to go out tomorrow night, but rain is predicted. So since the restaurant we're going to has a beautiful, amazing view of the city, we didn't want to be sitting out in the rain. So okay, that's fun to play with. And now let's get some eyeshadow on. My eyeshadow, I have been going with really, really neutral, simple colors in my eyeshadow. This is the Viseart palette, Viseart Neutral. I really, really like all of these shades, as you can tell. This is one of my favorites for just a neutral eyeshadow. Just cover the lid and up into the crease. Yes, I will be doing more eyeshadow, I think, but not yet. Let's get some eyebrows going. Now, my eyebrows are microbladed. They should be redone this year. They should be redone every year, but I think I'm only gonna do mine about every other year. They tend to pull a little red, which is odd with the gray hair, and I just like them very fair. I don't want them to be real dark. I'd rather add my darkness than have it be there all the time. So I'm gonna use this taupe. By the way, most makeup artists, when I am on set, use blonde on my eyebrows. Soft and romantic, not harsh. Keeping it very light-handed, which is challenging for me. I usually like to start on this side of the eyebrow, so I get my strongest color there. So it's pretty light here. Something about when it's really dark right here at the beginning makes it look a little more harsh and unnatural. So try to let it feather in. You know, so I say try. I am not always successful. Let's put some lips on and sort of gauge how everything looks. Again, I've got some fun stuff that Nars sent me, and they feel really, really nice. They don't feel sticky. They feel a little more like a lip oil than a lip gloss. And lots of pretty, very subtle shades. I put on the darkest of them and it's still not very dark, which I am liking. So I want to try out, we have a couple of neutrals that I'm going to play with. So this is called Nympho. Well, that seems appropriate for Valentine's Day. Let's go with Nympho. And you can see the color right there. It's just a very lip color. Very nude. And then I'm going to use a lip liner. This is from, this is Maybelline, and it is number 20, Nude. By the way, my glasses are Bebe, and they are number Bebe 5179, I think. Very nice. Very soft and subtle. Yay! Subtle makeup! So not like me. Let us tight line. You know I love my tight lining. Try it with navy once in a while. I have been in the habit of, you know I am always tight lining my eyes, and I usually use black, but I've been using navy lately, and it's really nice. It really makes the whites of your eyes pop. And it's just a little softer than black. I've also been trying it with a dark brown, and I like that as well. You can see how that just really makes your eyes look more awake. I do tend to find eyeliner, liquid liner, as looking fairly harsh, and oftentimes you can use a powder on your lash line. It will give you that same effect but not be quite so harsh looking. You can do a dark brown or a black. Again, I'm going with my Viseart palette. Let's do some of this black. Get a little drama on a tiny little angled brush, and I'm just going to tap. Just right. Just a little bit, right along the lash line. To give the eyes a little more pop, I'm going to go in right under the brow with some of this almost white. Again, it's a matte color. There is no shimmer to it. And then in my crease, I'm just going to add a little bit of a slightly deeper tone. I don't want too much. I don't want it to be too harsh. Again, everything about this is a soft look. Going with this brown right here. And I always like to take a clean brush and just blend. I tend not to be able to see where it's not blended. So by using this, sort of just hedging my bets. Let's get some mascara on. Quick curl of the lashes. And this is Nars Climax Extreme Mascara. A lot of people may want to use false eyelashes. If you want to add false eyelashes, that's great. I have been wearing false eyelashes so much lately for work that I'm really kind of over them. Yeah, I stick them on so much. Or have them stuck on me so much. I feel like I spend my life looking out with caterpillars on my eyelashes. gonna let that get good and dry before I do anything on the bottom. Let us work on the hair. Now, I have had my hair extensions out for a few weeks, and I've been playing with my hair, which is admittedly super stringy and baby fine and pretty much invisible. And one thing I've discovered, if I'm gonna show you updos, I need to get myself a mirror where I can see the back because it's terrible. I've shot so many videos, you guys, that I've just scrapped. You haven't seen them because it's like, oh, yeah, that didn't work. So there is always a learning curve. And I'm using I know, look at that. Look at how sad that hair is. I really should get it cut, but every job I'm on, they put it in a French twist. So this allows me enough hair to put up. And someday I will have a mirror and I can show you how to do a French twist because I can't see it right now. It keeps not turning out. Okay, stop talking, Monique. I don't know if I'm gonna put my hair up or if I'm gonna put my hair into, I'm gonna put on hair extensions. Let's see. Don't need that much hair. Okay. Good old hot rollers. Ooh. Plugged these in before I started and they got really extra hot today. Not sure why it's so hot, but phew. It's fun to see all the shades in my hair again, now that I don't have the hair extensions. Felt like I was really, really blonde, and I love all these darker tones. And it's nice to be able to play with them. Okay. Let's see, this is probably already curled, so I can reuse this roller. Yep. My hair curls so fast. So, I don't know if I'm going to be putting it up or putting it in extensions. It's one or the other. I know it never looks good when it's all down. It's one thing about my hair. I always think, oh gosh, I could just brush it and let it be. And it's like, no, it doesn't look good. Now, if you are blessed or cursed with baby fine hair that curls super fast, take those out right away. Otherwise, it curls too much. There. It's just a little soft wave. You know, they're still hot when I take them out. But you do want to let your hair cool before you brush it out. Otherwise, you're just going to brush all those curls out. Now, if you want a curlier look, leave them in longer. I just know that sometimes with my hair, from years of experience, if I leave them in too long, it curls too much, and then it not only curls, it over curls. So let's get some more mascara on. I'm going to go with the Nars Climax on the lower lashes. It's not quite as thick as the Climax Extreme. I'm waiting for that hair to cool. Cool. Let's see what it looks like. First, I run my fingers through it. Sometimes just that be fine. Now, see, this is the problem with baby fine hair that's too long for what it is, and it just... Should we just go with sort of the page boy look? Do that? How's that? And always look at the back, because you never know what's going on back there. Yes. Looks like baby fine hair. Fine, but let's throw in extensions just for fun, and then maybe take them out. I don't know, it's just for fun. Let's play. These are extensions that I got online years ago. I don't even think you can buy these anymore. They are Christie Brinkley. It's a 12-inch hair extension, which I cut off even shorter because my hair is really only about 10 inches long. So I cut a couple of inches off of it. It is like this. It's got these little snap clips and then one in the middle, and this is the color. So it's a little darker than my top color here. So let me just take my fingernails. It's a synthetic hair. So I just, like, right from temple to temple, I use my fingernails. Just separate the hair and put it up with any available clip or clamp or whatever you have handy, which for me is a bobby pin. Now, if you really want to get that to stay, figure out where your clips are going to go. There, there, and there. And hit that with a little hairspray. Let that hairspray dry, because that's really going to give you, especially if you've got baby fine hair like me, that's going to really give you something for those teeth to grab onto. Once that hairspray dries, it's got a little bit more grip. The last time I wore this hair extension was 2 years ago at the premiere for Gray is the New Blonde. So you just slide that and clip, and slide it in, clip, slide it in. So this is less, you know, staying at home romance and more going out romance. That dry enough. And then And just to make sure that your hair stays where it's supposed to, hit that with a little spray. Spray and pet is also good for those little flyaways. And there we go. A romantic Valentine's Day look that isn't all bright red and bright pink. It's a little more softer, gentler, more romantic. If you're actually gonna have somebody reaching into your hair and playing with it, don't put the hair extensions in, because yeah, they're not fun to play with, but if you're just being visual, they're great. So let me show you the whole outfit. See if I can back up. I got this dress at Nordstrom Rack. See, is the chair gonna be in the way? Yes. Oh, it's a heavy chair. Okay. I got this dress at Nordstrom Rack, and it's completely sheer. So I got this little, for $10, I got this little cotton dress to wear underneath it. So it's got this little cotton slip and just this little flounce dress, which has a smocked waist, which makes it super comfy. And I paired it with some fun, funky red boots. So it's great for a more casual Valentine's Day. Thank you so much for watching. I love you bunches. I hope you have an awesome rest of your day, and I will talk to you very soon.